Montoya. All right, the Lady Westerners poke away the basketball and pick up the steal out of the man-to-man defense, and then unfortunately promptly throw it right back away. And turnovers have really hurt the Lady Westerners, and I can tell you, Walker, that the Lady Texans will make you pay for every one of those.
Oh, yes, they will. Last time I actually did this with South Plains playing, they jumped on every turnover you have.
They really try to make you pay for those mistakes, and so you can afford the unforced errors. 2-0, Lady Texans early in this game. We're in the first quarter. And another bad pass turned over, and here comes the Lady Texans. So 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for the Lady Westerners after getting a steal themselves. Montoya plays good defense, man-to-man defense by the Lady Westerners. Driving in and just throwing up a wild off-balance shot was Petrova, and Carrie Lacey's going to pick up the foul, and she really bailed out Petrova. Petrova was just about falling down and ended up getting to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Petrova is from Bulgaria, y'all.
Although we're not sure they say y'all in Bulgaria, but they might. Petrova, 63% free throw shooter, made both of those. 4-0 now. South Plains, the Lady Texans with the lead. Welcome to all of our viewers watching over the live stream video, and we hope you got a nice, safe place to be and to stay warm this evening. It's going to get chillier over the weekend. Rogers moves in. Montoya, Barons with the 3, can't get it to go. So the Lady Westerners finally got a chance to make a couple of attempts at the basket, but couldn't get it to fall. Back the other way, the Lady Texans, Petrova with it now. Over to Brown. Brown holding on top. There's the drive. Probably could have been a charge, but no call there against Rice. Back the other way, Lacey now for the Lady Westerners. Carrie Lacey, the crossover, starts to back in. Inside Montoya, great position and wide open, and the good dish. And the first bucket of the game for the Lady Westerners. 4-2, Lady Texans lead. Petrova now with the basketball, dribbles to the right side. Out on top to Kalar. Back over to Hunter. Petrova fires for 3. Off the iron, no good. And saving it is Rice. Good hustle by Deborah Rice. Petrova now guarded by Barons. They switch. Out on top to Rice. Over to Hunter. Fighting through the screen is Lacey. No good there. And Montoya another rebound. And Chalant's looking a little bit better on the boards early, and we need her to do that. And Rogers, meanwhile, draws the foul on the Lady Texans. One team foul apiece.
For South Plains gets the foul.
All right, so Brown picks up her first. Rogers hits the free throw. Rogers hasn't shot a lot of free throws this season, but believe it or not, she's now perfect, 10 out of 10 on the season. And we're tied up at 4. Head coach for the Lady Westerners, Daryl Davis, assisted by Rochelle Beecham. Era Baton, the head coach for the Lady Texans, assisted by Denise Rosario. Petrova now for South Plains. Inside to Rice, off the glass and good. And Deborah Rice averaging almost 14 points a game in this season, the leading scorer for the Lady Texans. Lacey now pulls up for the jump shot and has her shot blocked. A lot of height and a lot of reach on this Lady Texan squad. There's Rice, and Montoya forced to foul. And again, Rice is the leading scorer, and you can see she really hustles to the other end of the court. Montoya picks up the foul, and that'll be her first. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. The Lady Texans a 6-4 lead. Rice, meanwhile, misses the first free throw. That's the one place she's struggled from early on in the season, shooting 33% from the foul line. Burns is coming out for the Lady Westerners. Olsen Ellis, the freshman from Plainview, comes in. And it's a 7-4 Lady Texan lead. And so far, Clarissa Francis yet to get involved in the offense.
Once she
Clarissa, go ahead.
Once, Francis, Lacey, Rogers, and Ellis get in there, and even Briley, and they start getting hot, there's no stopping those players. Because once they're hot, they're on, they're making their shots and making those scores for WTC.
Well, Rice misses. She might have missed everything. I'm not sure. But pulling up Hunter for the jumper, no good. And Montoya the rebound. And that was after another errant pass by the Lady Westerners. Francis averaging nearly 17 points a game for the Lady Westerners, yet to really attempt a shot in this ball game. Lacey, Ellis now, tried to bounce pass it down inside to Montoya. Threw it at her ankles. Another bad pass. And
caught a trap.
Meanwhile, Jordan Maddox, who came into the game, or excuse me, that was Lacey, fell down, but it was a out of bounds, losing it on the dribble by the Lady Texans. 7-4, Lady Texans lead. We've got 5:09 to go in the first quarter. Shantori Rogers now brings the ball up. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Texans, and Rogers dribbles it off the foot of her defender. And another turnover back to the Lady Texans.
So far, that's been about 6 turnovers since the game started.
Meanwhile, Brown starts to take off, commits the travel, so a turnover back to the Lady Westerners and a timeout called on the floor. We're going to take one as well. You are listening to Lady Westerner Basketball at 91.1 FM, KGWD, the Great White Buffalo. Go ahead and take two. We'll take it back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Guerin Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. And no sooner than I get those words out of my mouth that Carrie Lacey tries to throw it to Rogers over on the wing and throws it out of bounds. Another turnover. Lady Texans with the basketball. Rogers jumps in front of that pass and gets the steal off to Lacey, and they get it to go, and this time the Lady Westerners got the turnover.
Out of bounds.
The pass was intended on the wing over there for Victoria Ivanova, a sophomore from Bulgaria, who entered the game for Coach Baton. Meanwhile, for the Lady Westerners, Alicia Thorne, a freshman from Tyler, Texas, into the game, along with Maya Crimes, number 13. And also Delamere, number 2. Over to Lacey, drives the baseline. Skip pass over to Ellis. She drives, tries to throw it out to Crimes. That pass is stolen. Crimes tries to steal it back, and it goes out of bounds. Off of Crimes as she tried to get it back from Martina Chesick, who came into the game for Coach Baden, and Martinez from Warsaw, Poland.
That's a lot of different places they got players from.
They are from all over the world for the South Plains Lady Texans, no doubt about it. Hunter now with the basketball, tries to throw it inside to Kalar. That goes out of bounds. So fortunately for the Lady Westerners, with all of the turnovers they've had, Walker, they're only down by 1, 7-6, with 3.5 to go in the first. They've gotten a few turnovers themselves from the Lady Texans.
You know, the biggest thing I see right now is they need to pass the ball and make their shots. Otherwise, you know, this game may not turn out how they want to turn out. Well,
Ellis got open for a jumper mid-range inside the free throw line, but unfortunately missed everything out of bounds, so it's a turnover back to the Lady Texans. They hold the 7-6 lead and have the basketball. Lady Texans now with it. Petrova to Kalar. Oh, what a beautiful give and go. You got to give that credit. Great pass by Kalar to Ivanova on the back door. 9-6 Lady Texans. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Bounce pass intended for
playing kick the ball.
Excuse me, Jordan Maddox. And just like that, going to the bucket is Ivanova again, and another layup. And the Lady Texans are getting some easy buckets. 11-6, South Plains lead. Inside now to Crimes.
Foul.
And she draws the foul on Kalar.
15. Be her first.
Well, at least we can get to the line and maybe try to score that way. But I'll tell you what, again, if you're going to continue to turn the ball over, it's starting to create some layup opportunities for the Lady Texans. And they'll take that all night long. In the meantime, Crimes hits the free throw. That's her 5th free throw attempt of the season, and she gets both there. 11-8, Lady Texans, under 2.5 to go in the first quarter. And the Lady Westerners need some solid defense and need a stop. Kalar with it now. Petrova. Chesick. Back on top, Ivanova, who's had a couple of layups, missed that one with the long rebound right back to South Plains. Petrova now does a lot of the ball handling. Drives inside. Ivanova couldn't hold on to it, and she was going to be wide open for a three, and fortunately loses the ball out of bounds. 3-point shooting-wise, Grace Hunter and Jordan Brown and Ivanova are the ones who've taken most of the threes, along with Serena Waters for South Plains. So those 4 players have attempted more 3-point shots than anybody else on the Lady Texans team.
I mean, you know, those help with scores, but at the end of the day, if you can't make your free throws, you can't win a game. And that's what matters in a game.
And another turnover results in a layup attempt by Kalar. She was fouled, and she'll go to the line. Para Delamere, a sophomore from New Zealand, is into the ball game, number 15 for the Lady Westerners. That foul was on Crimes. That'll be her first. And it's a 13-8 Lady Texan lead over the Lady Westerners. Rogers in. Maddox back out. Thorne into Lacey. Go ahead.
Our big shooters for WTC is going to be Clarissa Francis, Briley Barons, and Shalance Montoya.
Rogers with it now. Tries to get it inside to Crimes, and it's out of bounds off of... Nope, excuse me. It was a foul. And it's the second one on Kalar. Both teams with 3 personal fouls. Chesick back in for South Plains. They get it in. Thorne with the drive. Nice drive by Alicia Thorne, and gets the bucket. 13-10. The Lady Texans with the 3-point lead over the Lady Westerners. 1:12 to go in the first. Ivanova inside to Rice. Fouled by Crimes.
That'll be her second.
A non-shooting foul.
Which is a good thing.
Yes. Brown inbounding for the Lady Texans. Well, and that will be a shooting foul as Crimes commits her 3rd foul and the 5th team foul in the first quarter. So when you commit 5 team fouls in a quarter, the other team is shooting 2 free throws for the rest of that quarter.
Which is only 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Ivanova, a 67% free throw shooter, is at the line and makes both. And it's a 15-10 Lady Texans lead. No one has made a 3-point shot as of yet. Lacey picked up her dribble. Delamere comes back to get the ball, back to Lacey. Rogers now starts to drive, pulls it back out inside. Thorne makes a quick move, a power move, but can't get it to go. Not a bad idea, just couldn't execute the shot. Ivanova back to Petrova. Gets a screen from Diana Offit. Wide open. No good. Francis the rebound over to Delamere. And a timeout called with less than 24 seconds to go in the first quarter by Lady Wrestler head coach Daryl Davis. We'll take a quick timeout ourselves. You're listening to Lady Wrestler basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo.
This is a close game.
Just the one. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Westerners inbounding the ball. They're down to South Plains, 15-10. Rogers. Delamere fires for 3. No good. Rebound, though, by Lacey. Up. Can't get it to go. Great hustle. Delamere tries to save it. Inbounds. All kinds of people scrambling on the floor. A travel called on South Plains. And it looks like Alicia Thorne is down and is in some pain. Somehow there was a scrum. So
it's her hand.
All right. Well, they're going to tend to her. The trainers are coming out to take a look. So we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout and be back right after this. Take another one.
Wrong. It's her knee.
Yeah, well, we won't say anything specific on the air because we're not down there. We don't know. You can say she's injured. Don't know if she'll be back or not.
That's not good.
She just might have hyperextended it too. You just don't know. Let's take up another one. They're slow getting her off the court. All right, we'll be back after this one that's playing. Welcome back, everybody. Garrett Skates Walker Barrett. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. They've attended to Alicia Thorne and helped her off the court. Certainly, we hope that it's not going to be too bad. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to see her back in this game, but we'll just have to see what happens. In the meantime, Delamere inbounds to Lacey, and they're going to have to hurry to get the shot off, and Rogers is not going to get the shot off to end the first quarter. Lady Westerners take too much time with it. And at the end of one, it's 15-10. The Lady Texans over the Lady Westerners. We'll take a break, and then we'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Well, we've just had so many... We've just had so many turnovers. What I was talking about was the main scoring with the 3-point field goals. That's when you mentioned free throws. And I said 3 points, 3-point shots. Also, this is going to have to be closer. If you're going to do, thank you.
I got you. You already know my voice gets louder.
No, we'll take it back. Welcome back, everybody. Garrett Skates Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas, and Western Athletic Conference play. Well, a lot of turnovers by the Lady Westerners in the first quarter. South Plains had their fair share. Unfortunately, the Lady Westerners just couldn't really take advantage of those. And again, they had quite a few turnovers themselves. And South Plains did take advantage of those, and they have the lead going into the second quarter, 15-10. We'll go ahead and turn it over to Walker Barrett, and Walker will have the play-by-play.
We're going to have our starting lineup back. Lacey has the ball, drives it down to the other side of the key, gives it to Shatoya Rogers, passes it back to Lacey. She drives in, passes it back to Rogers. Rogers drives. They're going to call a travel on Rogers.
You know, the thing that kills you about that, too, is it's an unforced error, just like some of the bad passes.
Yep. Going to be given to Offit. Pass it over to Petrova. You can give it in to Offit. She's going to make her shot. Carrie Lacey's going to give it to Shatoya Rogers. She's going to pass it back to Lacey. Lacey drives in. Goes to the side of the key. Passes it up to Rogers. Passes it into Clarissa Francis, who's going to get fouled.
And I'm glad, Walker, they were able to work it inside to Clarissa. You notice she finally got a chance to touch the ball down low, and immediately something good happened for the Lady Westerners. So I have a feeling they're going to be trying to work the ball down into her for this quarter.
Yep. Clarissa is actually one of the biggest free throw shooters right now. She's actually at 87% at the free throw line. She makes both of her shots. Offit passes it into number 23, Jordan Brown. He's going to pass it back to Offit, pass it back to Brown. Gives it over to number 14, Julia. She's going to get double teamed, and they're going to call a foul.
Wow, that's a tough call. That's a tough call on Briley Barnes. If they're getting her for the foul, she was right, basically reached in and took the ball away, but such as it is.
Okay. We heard that up here. Big smack of the ball. Brown gives it in to Petrova. She's going to drive it and pass it up to number 13. Rice. Pass it back to Offit. She's going to shoot. Misses her shot. Rebounded by Montoya. Carrie Lacey's going to bring the ball down. She's going to get stopped. Pass it over to Rogers. Rogers shoots. Makes the three.
Oh, we needed that. 17-15, Lady Texans. 8.5 to go in the second.
Petrova has the ball, gives it to Offit. Pass it up to number 13, Rice. He's going to get back to Offit. She's going to get stopped. She's going to drive. Shoots. Misses her shot. Rebounded by Rice. She's going to get back to Petrova. They have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Pass it over to Offit. And
3 second violation.
In the lane.
You know, I'll tell you one thing about Carrie Lacey. I'll say this for her. She may not be the tallest player on the court,
but she can jump.
She does a great job of getting in good position to battle for the rebounds.
Carrie Lacey has the ball. She drives it. Gives it over to Riley. Riley drives in. Gives it to Rogers. Ball taken away by Petrova. And misses her shot.
Petrova threw an elbow and didn't get called for it.
And makes the shot.
Rice with the bucket. Remember, she's the leading scorer for South Plains.
Carrie Lacey's ball. She drives in. Passes it out to Briley. She fakes. Goes in. Misses. Rebounded by... Oh, they're going to call it out on Lady Westerners.
That time Briley faked the three and drove in. Really had a good idea. They're trying to get something going inside. 19-15. Lady Texas lead. 7.5 to go in the second quarter.
Being given to Offit. Offit passes it in to number 23.
And that's going to be a foul on Montoya. Well, and the problem, what happens there, when you try the double team and South Plains gets out of it right away, and it leaves Chalance back here by herself, you know, away from the basket, that's not where she operates most effectively.
No.
And they were able to take advantage of that. Meanwhile, Rice at the line makes the first free throw and has another one coming.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, Chalance is a very good post player. Grimes hits the ball, passes it to Carrie Lacey. She's going to drive it to their side of the court, gives it to Rogers. Passes it into Clarissa. Clarissa goes up for the shot. Stop. Grimes gets it, passes it back out to Rogers. Rogers passes it into Grimes. Passes it out to Carrie. Carrie shoots. Misses the three. She gets her own rebound, though. Misses. Knocked away. She tries to stop.
Well, she did what you're supposed to. Followed her shot and had a wide open attempt, but couldn't get either one to go.
And I don't even know where that went. It's going to be Lady Westerner's ball.
You know, Clarissa Francis, there was no foul called when she drove on the last Lady Westerner possession, all kinds of contact. Now, interesting enough, South Plains is, they were man-to-man in the first quarter, then they've been playing a zone, and they're back into that. Looks like they're back into that zone now.
Given to Carrie Lacey. She can give it to Clarissa Francis. She passed it all the way to Briley. Briley shoots, misses, rebounded by Grimes. She passed it, passed away to nobody.
Well, that's the, you know, part of the thing that what happens, it's kind of a small microcosm of this ball game to this point. Lady Westerners get close, some turnovers. South Plains gets a free throw and a shot. Lady Westerners come down, get another offensive rebound, and throw it away and create a turnover. So meanwhile, Cheswick's going to inbound it for the Lady Texans. They lead 21-15. They have the ball. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Ball's being given to Julia. She's going to pass it over to Brown. Gives it back to Julia. Misses. Rebounded by... Oh, okay. Oh, they're going to double team Olsen Ellis. And they're going to call a foul.
On Grace Hunter, she's going to pick up, I believe, her first foul.
Yes.
And again, Olsen Ellis, smallest player in the court, but with hustle, gets the rebound.
She's seriously on the floor. Pass it over to Rogers. Rogers pass it back to Ellis. Gives it over to Briley. Briley shoots. Makes the three.
Oh, man, we can only hope that's what Briley Barnes needs to really start lighting it up from the outside. 21-18, Lady Texans, 5.5 to go in the second quarter.
Ball's going to be given to number 1, Martina. And they're going to make the shot.
I'll tell you what, Deborah Rice, now you can see why she scores like she does. She's already got 9 points in this ball game.
Score right now is 18-23. South Plains is leading. Olsen Ellis has the ball. Pass it over to Rogers. Rogers passes it in to Crimes. Pass it over to Clarissa Francis. Pass it back to Rogers. Olsen Ellis shoots. Misses. Rebounded by Martina. Given to number 4, Sydney Bowen. Nope. Grace Hunter. Oh, stolen away by Rogers.
Great block by Shintori.
Pass it over to Briley. Shoots. Misses.
Oh, rushed it a little bit. Briley likes that spot, but she's got to take a step. And great hustle by Maya Crimes to prevent an easy fast break layup by the Lady Texans. There's a timeout. Walker, 23-18. The Lady Texans lead. We're in the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Welcome to all of you listening in over 91.1 FM or maybe on the TuneIn radio app. Type in KGWB on that app and you can find us on the stream or at WTC.edu/KGWB. And also viewing in right now on our video live, our live stream. So you can watch live and you can listen live. We're in the second quarter, 4:42 to go, 23-18. Lady Texans lead. Walker.
Into Petrova, she shoots. Misses her shot, rebounded by Rice. She's going to give it to Hunter. Hunter's going to drive all the way to the side. Knocked away by Crimes. Crimes passes it to Ellis. Ellis drives all the way in. Goes up, makes the shot.
Well, a good job by Olsen Ellis to stay under control and not worry about being rushed at by a defender.
And misses. Rebounded by Rice. They're going to set up the play. They're going to set the screen. Given to up and bounds.
Boy, and that time Clarissa Francis, nice defense on Deborah Rice, and the Lady Texans throw it out of bounds. Interesting enough, so far out of the few games we've been able to broadcast for the Lady Westerners, very little, actually, if any, at all zone played defensively by the Lady Westerners. And again, the Lady Texans, they were man-to-man, then into a zone, and now they've gone back to the man-to-man defense.
Yep. Be given to Lacey. Lacey drives to the side, gives it to Montoya. He passes it over to Delamere. Passes it into Ellis. Ellis gives it to Carrie Lacey. She drives all the way in. Goes up for a shot, knocked away. Delamere gets it and races to get it by South Plains, and she's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be Western Texas College ball again.
Well, now the Lady Westerners need to know, Walker, there's only 5 seconds on the shot clock. So you get the ball in, somebody's got to fire it up. And Montoya did just that. Well, I don't know how they're going to call a shot clock violation when the shot was way before the horn went off. Oh, okay, I was going to say, that's the only, I was getting ready to say it's the only way that it could be one.
Yeah, she didn't hit rim at all.
3.5 to go in the second quarter, 23-20. Lady Texans with the lead.
Be given to Hunter. Hunter's going to pass it out to Rice, and just going to be knocked away by Ellis. Ellis keeps the ball, drives all the way up the court. Gives it in to Montoya. She goes up.
My goodness, how that was. Deborah Rice is getting away with a lot of contact, but I mean, I guess that's their choice. I guess they're gonna let them play down there. So maybe that's the way the game is going to go for both teams. Lady Westerners are at least going to get to inbound the basketball. And Coach Baton, he's down there begging for a jump ball.
Given to Delamere. Pass it over to Montoya. Montoya gives it to Carey. Pass it out to Delamere. Drives in. Ball knocked back. Given to Offit. She makes her layup.
Another turnover and another layup for the Lady Texans. That's really hurting the Lady Westerners.
Yep.
South Plains lead 25-20, 2.5 to go. And there's another steal, another bad pass, and another turnover for the Lady Westerners.
Yep. Given to Hunter. They're going to hold the ball. Ball is given to Offit. Pass it over to...
I think that's Ivanova.
Ivanova. Given to Rice. She missed her shot in.
It's going to be out of bounds to the Lady Westerners. They caught a break that time. South Plains did not score.
The Lady Westerners caught a break too. Lacey's going to get the ball. Drive it to the side. Goes it in. They're going to call a foul on...
I think it's on Jordan Brown. That'll be her second. Now,
it'll be on Serena Waters.
Okay, Waters. All right. So, Montoya, and just like that, the Lady Westerners give up the basketball.
Again.
On a, well, you know, there's some careless ball handling going on.
Yeah. And
that's creating easy baskets for the Lady Texans. And when you're turning the ball over, that's a shot at the basketball, the shot at the basket that you're not getting with the basketball, and it's turning into easy buckets for the Lady Texans. I was getting ready to compliment Shalance Montoya. She created that foul because she stood her ground and didn't flinch or move out, you know, like they try to hedge with their hip a little bit, and she didn't do that.
That's not easy to do with her, and that's not easy to do with Francis.
So they were solid. She was very solid and did a great job drawing the foul. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Lady Westerner Basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo. Just the one spot.
Turnovers.
Well, and
they're playing patty cake with the ball.
They're stealing the ball away from our people that are handling the ball, or we're just simply dribbling it out there in front and dribbling it off their foot or something.
I mean,
whatever happened to being strong with the basketball?
I mean, they played really good up until this point.
Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett, 27-20. Lady Texans lead the Lady Westerners. 1:45 to go in the second quarter. Walker.
It's going to be given to Ellis. Ellis drives the ball down the court. She goes to the side. Gives it to Montoya. Montoya gives it to Rogers. Pass it to Briley. Pass it back out to Ellis. Gives it into Montoya. Montoya turns, goes up for the shot. No, and she's fouled by Rice.
Well, finally, we were able to get a call against Deborah Rice defensively. So good job by Montoya, and she's going to get to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
I'm sure Rice felt that when she fouled her.
Well, her arm, what happened? I mean, her arm, Deborah Rice did a good job. She's got a very long reach and did a good job getting on top of the ball. The problem was is she bumped against Chalance, and that's what created the foul.
Yep. Makes both of her shots.
Well, that's big. 27-22, Lady Texans lead. A minute and a half to go in the second. Some full court zone pressure by the Lady Westerners.
Given to Offit. Offit goes in drive. Gets stopped. Gives it up. Let me foul on Montoya. That's going to be our third.
Oh, and that's tough when you pick up your third foul with a minute to go in the second quarter. But Chalance is staying out there.
Given to Petrova. She shoots. Makes her shot.
As a two-pointer. We backed off from her and left her wide open.
Ellis has the ball. She's going to drive to the side and drive in and drive back out. Gives it to Rogers. Gives it over to Bradley, and Bradley goes in. Gives it to Rogers. Got 7 seconds. Shoots, misses, and rebounded by South Plains. Getting given to Starks. She drives in, pass it out to Offit. Goes up, misses. Rebounded by, Crimes got it. Given to Ellis. Riley gets it, pass it into Crimes. Crimes goes up, misses her shot. Rebound, knocked away. She's gonna give it over to Offit. Offit shoots, misses. That was.
I would say they never did. The basketball never did touch the rim, but that's going to end the first half of play, and the Lady Texans lead the Lady Westerners 29-22. We're going to take a break, and we're going to get some statistics and share those with you here at the half. 29-22 Lady Texans over the Lady Westerners here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. You're listening to Lady Westerner Basketball on 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo. Okay, if you would, take about a 3-minute break. I'm going to run down and get some statistics.
Stats.
Now remember, when you take off your headset and lay it down, remember this.
Turn your mic on.
La. I hear you, Julia.
Okay, we'll take it back after this one. What did they give us here? He gave me 2 copies. Oh, this is different. This is a different format.
Yeah, they're doing it in a different format now.
All right. Well, you can have one. This identical copy. I'll do the stats because I want you to listen. By the way, good job on not trying to rush so much and just take your time.
I try.
Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Hope you're staying warm on this very chilly evening, and of course the big Arctic front that's moved in. And remember, if you have to be out and about, be careful because especially on bridges and overpasses, driving can be pretty hazardous. So again, please be careful and be safe, especially throughout the weekend. All right, the Lady Texans from South Plains College leading the Lady Westerners 29-22. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the first half. For the Lady Texans, their leading scorer with 9 points was Deborah Rice, and a pair each by Iwa Kilar, Jordan Brown, and Denisa Petrova. 10 points by Victoria Ivanova, who was living off the layups, from turnovers by the Lady Westerners, and 4 by Diana Offit. For the Lady Texans, they shot for the game 33%, for the first half, 33%. Did not make a three-point shot and were 90% on their free throws. Turnovers, they had 12 turnovers, but 26 total rebounds for the Lady Texans. When we compare that to the Lady Westerners, points, Shantori Rogers with 7, Briley Barnes with 3, Carrie Lacey with the pair, Clarissa Francis with the pair, Shalance Montoya with 4, and a pair each by Olsen Ellis and Maya Crimes. 16 turnovers compared to 12 for the Lady Texans, 16 by the Lady Westerners. Total rebounds, 12. And let me point that out again. 26 total rebounds for the Lady Texans, 12 total rebounds for the Lady Westerners. The Lady Westerners shooting from the field in the first half, 24%, 25% from three-point range. They were out of 8 from the free throw line, so that helped. And points off of turnovers by the Lady Texans, 10 points compared to 4 by the Lady Westerners. Also, South Plains got 14 points off their bench compared to 4 for the Lady Westerners. So really, the biggest thing for the Lady Westerners, I think, Walker, when you look at the turnovers, it's just created more shot opportunities and easier shot opportunities for South Plains because they've been able to shoot some layups that the Lady Westerners haven't been able to do. So if you think about what's coming up, I think in the third and the fourth quarter, get a stop if you're the Lady Westerners for sure, but you've got to be strong with the basketball at the other end to give yourself an opportunity to score. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'd like to see them hopefully get Clarissa Francis into this game. She's averaging almost 17 points a game, and she's only got 2 points in the first half and really hasn't been able to be much of a factor. I do want to give a shout out to Shalance Montoya, who's done a good job rebounding and at least blocking out, but the Lady Westerners are also going to have to follow up on their shots, and if there's a missed shot, they're going to have to follow up on those. So let's go ahead and take another break, and then we'll be back right before the start of the third quarter. Again, the Lady Texans leading the Lady Westerners 29-22 here at the half. On behalf of Walker Barrett, I'm Garen Skates. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Take a 3-minute break. Do you want the do you want to do the play-by-play in the third? All right. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here. At the half, the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas, the Lady Westerners hosting the South Plains Lady Texans. Lady Texans leading 29-22, basically off of the strength of getting some fast break layups off of Lady Westerner turnovers. And they're going to have to try to find a way to be a little stronger with the basketball and give themselves an opportunity to be able to get things going. And again, try to, as I mentioned earlier, try to get Clarissa Francis into the game. Well, Walker, we were just, of course, talking about turnovers for the Lady Westerners. And they're just going to have to be stronger with the basketball because there's been too many shots that South Plains hasn't had to work for.
Yep. Yep-a-dee-doo-dah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start the third quarter. Teams are out onto the court. Looks like the original, I believe the original starting fives for the clubs, although South Plains has got Serena Waters in to start out the third quarter. She did not start the game, but other than that, it's the rest of the starters. We mentioned about Alicia Thorne, who was injured. She did come back out with a wrap around her leg, around her knee, and she was taking part in the warm-up, so we'll see if she can play.
Alrighty. Given to, I can't see who that is. Oh, Petrova. Given to...
Oh, that was Jordan Brown who shot that.
Jordan Brown. Rice gets it, makes her shot.
Well, the Lady Westerners came out in the zone, but just couldn't grab the rebound.
Carrie Lacey has the ball. Bounce pass it over to Rogers. Gives it to Shatoya. Bradley has it, gives it to Clarice Francis, passes it into Montoya.
Wow, that's a tough call. They're going to call Montoya on an offensive foul backing Kalar in, but Kalar was bodying her up and giving her ground, and they were going to send Maya Crimes in, and now they're not going to allow that substitution. Wow, that is a tough call against Shalance Montoya, and that's her fourth foul.
And goes up, rebounded by Clarice Francis. Rogers gets the ball, goes in.
And she gets right to the basket, but we couldn't get it to go.
Lacey has it, shoots, misses, rebounded by Rice. They're gonna need to make those shots.
31-22, South Plains, 8.5 to go in the third quarter.
Hunter has the ball, given to Waters. Waters gives it to Rice, she makes her shot.
Rice really good around the basket, doing the fadeaway and getting it off the glass. All right, now they're gonna.
They've called foul.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they were doing the substitution for Maya for Shalance. Sorry, that's what they were doing. That's why he put a stop on the play. But you're right about Rice. The basket is good, and it's a 33-22 lead for South Plains.
Given to Crimes. Rogers misses.
And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover back to the Lady Texans. Oh, they're going to say the Lady Texans. No, they're going to say they touched it, I guess. I thought Rogers just missed the basket, but evidently it was tipped.
Okay. They called a walk on Clarissa Francis. Ball is going to be given to Hunter. She's going to drive, pass it up to Waters. Nope. EU.
And it's a three by Hunter as they got the ball into Rice. The Lady Westerners double-teamed her, and she put it out, passed it out to the open shooter.
Carrie Lacey has the ball, drives in, goes up, it's knocked away. Tries to go up again, gets the shot!
Boy, I tell you what, she stayed with it though. Give her credit for that. 36-24, South Plains. That was their first three-pointer of the night. That last one by Hunter for South Plains.
Given to, they're going to call a foul on Rogers.
That'll be her first personal foul. And it's going to put Brown at the line for South Plains. And she makes the first one.
Makes her second. Lacey has the ball, brings it down. Goes behind the back. Gives it to Rogers. Rogers passes it in to Clarissa Francis. Gets knocked away. And knocked out of bounds. They're going to give it to South Plains.
Yep, Shintori Rogers dribbled it off of her foot out of bounds, so another turnover back to the Lady Texans.
Score is 38-24. South Plains in the lead. They're given to Brown. She's up.
And the illegal screen, I heard him call out, and it's going to be on. That's going to be on Kalana. That'll be her third.
Carey has the ball. Gives it to Rogers. Pass it over to Briley. Shoots. Makes the three.
Well, if we could just get her some open looks where she can just set herself and fire it up, she is capable of getting hot in a hurry. And an offensive foul as Hunter lowered her shoulder and tried that Euro step move. And
gets called for a charge.
You know, and there's some discussion about that Euro step in the professional ranks about what is a Euro step and what is a travel. But nevertheless, she picked up an offensive foul.
Yep. Given to Briley. She turns, gives it to Rogers, passes it out to Carey. Carey shoots, makes the three!
Carey Lacey hits a three. Maybe this can be something the Lady Westerners can use to really get going.
Oh, knocked away!
Oh, Crimes with a huge block. Poked out of bounds by Hunter to be Lady Westerner basketball. And just like that, Waters and Ivanova coming in for Waters for South Plains.
Did she get a foul?
No, it was just out of bounds.
Oh. She really was kicking in the air. Crimes gets it, goes
Crimes.
up.
There's going to be a foul on that call.
On Rice.
That'll be her third, and it's going to put Maya Crimes at the line, so a chance for the Lady Westerners to score with the clock stopped. 38-30, South Plains the lead. 5.5 to go in the third quarter, make it 38-31.
Has the ball. And foul.
Lacey trying to steal the ball away. She's going to get called for the foul. That'll be her second. Olsen Ellis is going to check into the ball game. On the shot clock for South Plains. Oh, wide open.
Misses. Rebounded by...
And it's out of bounds on South Plains. It'll be Lady Westerner basketball. And they have a chance on this offensive possession to close to within 5 points. They've taken a timeout on the court. We're going to take one as well. You're listening to Lady Westerner basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo.
That was nice.
Well, again, instead of a rush like that shot, yeah. They can, if they get a chance to set, you know, that's the thing. All right, take another one. That's what Coach Darrell does. He's very subtle. Instead of getting all Chris Baird sitting on the floor stuff. He just talks to the officials at every timeout, Watch this, watch this, watch this. All right.
Gonna be Rogers passing the ball in. She's gonna give it to Ellis. Pass it over to Rogers. Drives in, gives it to Crimes. Gives it to Clarissa. Clarissa goes up. Makes the shot!
Great move by Clarissa Francis. Rice with the 3 fouls. Had to give a little bit there. Clarissa able to take advantage of it. 38-33, South Plains.
Rice has the ball.
4.5 in the third, and just like that, Rice with that. Boy, she's got that shot on the way in that 12-foot bank shot. 40-37, South Plains.
Giving to Briley. Gives it to Rogers. Rogers shoots. Misses. Off the rim. Clarissa gets it. Goes up. Makes the shot.
Great offensive rebound by Clarissa Francis, making her presence felt inside. 40-35, South Plains.
Hunter has the ball. Gives it to Brown. Brown goes in. She passes it. Oh! Almost had it. Hunter has the ball. She gets to play with 11 seconds. 10, 9. Drives. Knocked away.
Oh, wow. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. And they're going to call the foul on Olsen Ellis.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not. Oh, okay.
They're calling it on the other team.
All right, we'll be back right after this timeout. There's a timeout on the floor. You're listening to 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo. Yeah.
They did call it on her.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They held up for her, Olsen.
They had pointed at that bench over there and not over here.
That's because they called a timeout. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. 40-35 after the foul on the Lady Westerners, Olsen Ellis. South Plains leads the Lady Westerners. We're in the third quarter of play, and Coach Baden from South Plains called a timeout to set up a out-of-bounds play. .20 seconds on the shot clock. 3:47 to go in the third.
Ball given to Hunter. Gives it over back to Hunter again. Makes the shot.
Oh my goodness, Hunter with a hand in her face, fading back, drilled the three.
Ellis has the ball. Gives it to Rogers. Drives. Knocks away. Saves it. Passed it into Clarissa Francis. She goes up. Rebounded by Crimes. Makes the shot!
Maya Crimes, what a great job by anticipating the ball and without touching the floor, put it back up and in. 43-37. South Plains, Lady Westerners hanging tough so far.
And Hunter misses. Rebounded by...
Boy, Ivanova, she just does all of the hard work in there. Oh, wide open is Hunter. She's lighting it up, and nobody bothered to stay with her through the screen.
Ooh, nice by Ellis.
Boy.
Ellis is good.
Jordan Brown, all kinds of contact there and no call.
Riley passed it over to Rogers. Drives in, yawks away, and they're going to call a... I don't know what that call was.
Well, they're either calling it just an out-of-bounds play, but I don't think they're calling a foul. So Carrie Lacey comes in. Waters back in for South Plains. Taking Hunter out, which is good.
Carrie Lacey has the ball. Drives. Pass it to Ellis. Gives it to Briley. Gives it back to Crimes. Crimes passes it into Clarissa. Foul!
Boy, I know they're all over her. And I thought for a minute they might not even call that, but they are.
She had her hands.
14 fouls apiece in this quarter.
Foul!
And there's a foul right there on Kalar. And you can hear that across the arm all the way up here.
We heard it.
And that, and that's big because I think that's her fourth foul if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to put, and even larger, it's going to put Clarissa Francis at the line to shoot a couple.
That should be her fourth.
Well, that's what I've got her down for, but they haven't changed it yet.
No, they haven't changed it yet. Makes it.
Francis makes both of those free throws. Paradelamere comes in for the Lady Westerners. 45-39 South Plains in the third, 2:10 to go.
Hunter has the ball. Gives it to Kalar. Gets it to Hunter. Hunter goes up and they're going to call a foul on Ellis. It'll be her second.
I'll tell you, they're going to call a block on Olsen Ellis. That was a tough call. And Coach Darrell Davis is not happy about him. He's letting them know. So they're going to give Hunter the 2 free shots at the foul line.
Score right now is 46-39. South Plains in the lead. Rebounded by Lacey. Gives it to Ellis. And Delamere passes it into Clarissa. Clarissa shoots. Rebound. They're going to call
Crimes. She reached over the back to try to tip the rebound. She didn't have the proper position, and so South Plains comes back down to the other end, and it's going to be off it to shoot free throws, and for Crimes, that's her fourth foul. So Montoya with 4 and Crimes with 4, and we're not quite yet into the fourth quarter. Shantari Rogers checks in at the scorer's table. And it's a 47-39 South Plains lead. Crimes comes out of the ball game.
I'll give it to Crimes. At least she's hustling.
Oh yeah, no, she's been solid. You just you got to give the South Plains player credit. She had great position.
Yep. Lacey has the ball given to Ellis. Ellis passes back out to Lacey. Gives it over to Rogers. Rogers drives. No, just lost the ball. Up.
Oh man, we caught a break there. Shantari Rogers lost the ball in the loose dribble, and Kalar threw it right back to her and gave her a wide open layup, and then South Plains throws it out of bounds. 47-41 South Plains. A minute 10 to go in the third.
She played patty cake with the ball as it going out of bounds.
Well, it was kind of a crazy exchange. Nobody had possession, and then Kalar tried to save it because it was going out of bounds off of her.
Lacey has the ball. Pass it back over to Rogers. Pass it to Ellis. Knocked away.
My goodness. Another turnover for the Lady Westerners on an errant pass.
Looks like Lady Westerners are going to be doing man-to-man.
Well, right now they're confused on who's guarding Hunter. And Francis gets knocked down.
High ball.
All right, possession error in favor of the Lady Westerners. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lady Westerners. Boy, a basket here. They can pull to within 4.
Lacey gives it to Rogers, pass to Lacey. Lacey shoots. Makes the 3!
Or in this case, maybe pull to within 3. Somehow the Lady Westerners have stayed with them. They're down by 3 here in the third quarter.
giving to Hunter. Hunter goes in.
Don't foul her.
Drives. Makes the shot.
Boy, Hunter, she can just get the shot off about any time she wants. 49-44. That time Lacey and Rogers running into each other, but nevertheless, the Lady Westerners who were down at the half, 29-22, find themselves down after 3, 49-44. So they made a little bit of headway in the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back right after this. You're listening to Lady Westerner Basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo. Take two spots. Take two. We'll take them back. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Baird here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. We start the fourth quarter of play. South Plains with the basketball and a 5-point lead, 49-44. Hunter with it, with the basketball out on top to Offit, over to Waters, inside to Rice. They get the ball out of her hands. Ivanova back to Hunter. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hunter now starts to drive, picks it up, travels, no call. And that's where that Euro step, as they try to call it, that was a travel. But nevertheless, they let it go, and it's out of bounds in the Lady Westerners, so South Plains gets the benefit. And now we've got a collaboration between two of the officials. I don't know if it's on the out-of-bounds call or something else.
Briley went down. She was knocked down.
All right, South Plains inbounding the basketball. Ivanova into Rice. Back to Ivanova, pulls up for the jumper and buries it from 14 feet away. 51-44, South Plains. We're in the fourth quarter. Lacey now for the Lady Westerners. Trying to drive in. Gets down among the tall ones at a bad pass. Stolen by Offit. She goes flying toward the other end, and Rogers blocks the shot from behind to save the layup.
Rogers says, "Not today."
So South Plains again inbounding the basketball from underneath their own bucket. Waters looks. And knocked away and stolen by the Lady Westerners. They get it out to Lacey. Lacey decides to take it all the way. Can't get it to go. That would have been a big basket for the Lady Westerners. Under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 51-44, Lady Texans. Hunter inside to Ivanova, pushes off against Behrens. No call there. And you can see she extended her arm, and yet no call. 53-44, 8.5 to go. Lacey now with the basketball. Gets a little bit of a show-me screen there. Rogers, left-handed dribble, fires away for three, off the glass and good. And Chintori Rogers gets the bank on the three. And it's a 53-47 South Plains lead, and they have the ball. Hunter with it now. And pretty much the ball is going to go through her hands or Rice's hands on every trip down the floor now. Pulls up, there's Rice, top of the key. Waters Out on top, Hunter for three, no good. And the long rebound goes out of bounds, so it'll be Lady Westerner basketball. It's a two-possession game. Lady Westerners, even with all of the turnovers, are not out of this by any means.
They can still pull this off. Got to make their threes. Got to make their shots. Can't turn over anymore.
7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Barons behind it to Rogers, who steps on the out-of-bounds line. When it's turnovers like that, they just really hurt the Lady Westerners. You know, an opportunity to pull within 4 or even 3, and they don't get a shot at the basket. Zone defense now on this trip by the Lady Westerners. Offit, Waters, Ivanova deep in the corner and buries it.
They've got to make their shots.
Ivanova, 26% three-point shooter, but she made that one. Rogers, a bad pass to Francis. When you throw it inside at their ankles, it is really going to be hard to control the basketball, and 2 trips and 2 turnovers in a row for the Lady Westerners. 56-47, South Plains, 6:43 to go in the ball game. Hunter with the dribble pulls it back out. Rice over the head of Offit and out of bounds. And the Lady Westerners need to try to find a way to take advantage of this chance. 56-47.
They can still come back. You just got to work at it.
Barons in the corner, back out to Rogers, over to Ellis. Tried to throw it inside, a soft pass, stolen by Waters.
They've got to watch those passes.
3 turnovers in a row, and this just really hurts you in the fourth quarter against a game like South Plains, and they're going to call a foul, and it's going to be on Rogers. I believe her second, and it's going to put Grace Hunter at the line. Grace came into this game averaging 10 points a game. She's a 78% free throw shooter. And she's got that one. 57-47. And South Plains has pushed the lead out to 10. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Barnes, Delamere now starts to drive. Out to Lacey. She drives, creates some space, and gets it to go. They're allowing you inside to create some of that space, Walker, so if we get in there, we've got to take advantage of it.
Shoot for 2 or 3.
And
rebound.
Hunter no good. Rebound by Rogers. Rogers up with the layup, no good. Francis there, though, with the rebound, and Clarissa gets it in. And it's a 57-51 South Plains lead.
Compared to high school, this is a very fast-paced game.
5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Westerners need a stop. They're a little confused there defensively. Offit with it now. Waters a long 3. Oh, my goodness.
She got lucky.
She got the shooter's roll, as they call it. And South Plains puts it back up by 9, 60-51. Lacey goes in. Rice blocks it out of bounds. Lacey tried to draw the foul. And Coach Darrell Davis wants to know why there wasn't a call. 60-51, South Plains the lead in the fourth quarter. Lady Westerners trying to string some points together to mount a comeback. There's a timeout on the floor. We're going to go ahead and take one as well. You are listening to Lady Westerner basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo. Go ahead and take one. Welcome back, everybody. Garen Skates, Walker Barrett here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Lady Westerners trying to mount a comeback, but they've been their own worst enemy every time they pull closer to South Plains. Right now, South Plains the lead, 60-51, 4:39 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Lady Westerners are going to need to string some points together. Into Lacey. Puts it up, stolen by Waters. Hunter back the other way now. And Lacey's going to commit the foul.
That'll be her fourth.
And Ellis is going to come back in for Carrie Lacey. And, all right, I thought they were going to make another substitution. I wasn't sure. Rice now with the basketball for South Plains. Out to Hunter for three, no good. Rogers the rebound. Lady Westerners back the other way. Ellis to Rogers. Back to Ellis. Delmer now. Inside. Francis. To Ellis. To Rogers. Puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, blocked. Francis with it now. She has the shot blocked. And over here on the side, the Lady Westerners, Francis was calling for the ball on the reset, and they said they threw it out and took a tough contested shot instead of getting it into Clarissa, where maybe she got a chance for some one-on-one power moves down low. And Hunter is going to get around Ellis and get that bucket. 62-51 South Plains, 3:15 to go. Rogers over to Ellis. Barron's now with it, moves inside for the shot, no good. Delmer fights for the rebound, gets it back. Behind her to Ellis. The Lady Westerners are going to need to get the basketball moving with some urgency. Delmer fires up. The underhand layup is good. And it's a 62-53 South Plains lead. But with 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter, it may be just be a little bit too little too late, and Rice underneath gets the bucket. 64-53 South Plains. Back the other way. Inside to Francis. Moves against Rice. And Rice, a solid defensive player, and off it wide open, but can't get it to go. Boy, if Clarissa could take that power move and go back with the other shoulder, she might find some easier opportunities. And Barron's misses a three. Rebound to South Plains and a timeout on the floor. And it's a 64-53 lead by the Lady Texans. And I think they look like they're going to grab the win tonight. We're going to take a timeout as well. You are listening to Lady Westerner Basketball at 91.1 FM, the Great White Buffalo.
Don't count them out yet. They could still make those threes.
Well, instead of moving this way, if she would use the other shoulder and go up like this, you know? Just an idea.
If she would go
Welcome back, everybody. Garrett Skates, Walker Barrett. Fourth quarter here at the Coliseum. Western Athletic Conference play, and the South Plains Lady Texans are going to come in and grab the, looks like they're going to grab the win on the road and take over first place in the conference. And for the Lady Westerners, a minute 53 to go, they're down 64-53. And, of course, the biggest hurdle the Lady Westerners have had has just been, throughout the course of the game, so many turnovers, and at ill-advised times, some big shots by South Plains. So South Plains going to inbound the basketball.
Okay.
All right, South Plains inbounds the ball. Waters with it. Lacey picks her up defensively. Brown, guarded by Rogers, starts the drive, puts it up, and I think she's fouled by Francis. Nevertheless, Jordan Brown will be shooting a pair of foul shots. A minute 40 to go in the ball game. And the South Plains lead now is 66-53. With about a 10 to 15 minute break in between games, stay tuned because we'll be bringing you the men's action as the Westerners host South Plains in men's Western Athletic Conference action. Lacey has the pass stolen by Waters, and awkward looking shot by Waters. Rebound back to the Lady Westerners. Lacey makes the drive, kicks it out. Crimes pulls up for the jumper. No good. Rebound, South Plains. Deborah Rice really does a good job for South Plains in there. You know, she's got really good hands and is able to tip the ball to herself on more than one occasion to maintain possession. And Brown drives into the lane and gets called for the offensive foul. 44 seconds to go, and it's a 66-53 South Plains lead. Lacey with the dribble out on top between the circles, top of the key, and a kicked basketball by Brown. Reset on the shot clock. Out to Ellis, to Rogers, to Crimes, bumped out to Lacey, now to Francis. Clarissa inside, over Rice, but can't get it to go. Strong move by Clarissa, just couldn't get it to fall. And 10 seconds and counting in the ball game, and South Plains will let the clock run down. And South Plains gets the win 66-53 over the Lady Westerners. So South Plains moves to 4-0 in the conference, 7-1 overall. And the Lady Westerners are now 2-1 in the conference and 3-3 overall. And again, not all of the teams, because